Now, you must have had those unwanted emails, those annoying targeted adverts, and phone calls from a total stranger who somehow knows that you have been involved in a car accident. When we haven't, of course, but it's about to get harder for those people to contact you, and we're about to tell you why. Now, if you've had these emails or messages or phone calls or reminders on social media recently, then I'd love you to tell us about them, because I've had them. They tell you to update your details because of all this new data law. We're going to clear some of this up now, and Steve Kuncewicz is an expert on internet and social media law and a partner at BLM. Morning to you, Steve.
Good morning.
Tell me a little bit about what these pop-ups on our social media mean at the moment.
So the pop-ups on social media, they normally consist of ads that are served to you by the platform that you're on. And something you talked before about PPI messages and things like that, emails that you've had, and that will all be based on the fact that someone holds detail about you somewhere. But if they're appearing, you don't recognize them, as many people don't, then the chances are you don't know exactly who holds your data, what they're doing it, and where it came from. And the point of this new data law called the General Data Protection Regulation is that it is meant to be a lot harder to do that, mainly because people have to explain how they use your data, where it came from. And I would imagine an awful lot of people are getting emails from their service providers saying please opt back in because of changes to European privacy law. All of this is meant to put choice and the rights of the individual at the heart of what big businesses do. So it's very likely that we'll see an end to the wide-scale messages, cold calls, that kind of thing that people have been used to getting over the course of the past few years, because data and its security is being taken an awful lot more seriously.
So when I got a pop-up yesterday on Facebook telling me to do something, I was a bit confused. What should you do when that pop-up comes up?
Well, there's been a very big campaign by Facebook recently to talk about the fact that it's trying, after the Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica scandal, to put user choice, to put privacy back at the heart of what they do as well. And the first thing you can do on Facebook is just check your own privacy settings. They've actually changed their algorithm fairly recently, so the idea is that you'll be getting less of these adverts and more messages from friends and conversations between people. So I would expect changes to start being rolled out over the course of the next few months, and certainly when the new law comes into force by the 25th of May.
An algorithm is where a computer basically decides what you see, kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. As I say, Google referred to theirs as the secret source that's behind their service. It's how their system deals with you, and what they're going to do is prioritise real discussions between real people as opposed to ads that would appear in your feed.
Steve, what if we just ignore these messages and just crack on?
Well, the chances are they'll go away. Well, a lot of them will start to go away anyway because of the changes in the law. You know, the first thing you should do when someone rings you and asks you if you've had PPI or had an accident is ask them where they got your data from, and those conversations tend to end pretty quickly.
Okay, interesting. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Steve. Steve Kuncewicz, who's an expert on internet and social media law.